ちのざわめき愛想笑いの憂鬱本音なんていつかどこか見えないふりだねだって不安なんてそんな言われなくても分かってる壊したい大事そうに抱えた強がりなんてでも素直になれない迷っても悩んでも君が求めるならせめてこの孤独を痛みを壊して生まれ変わりたい青い空は窮屈に上辺だけを映し出すこの未来をずっとぼやかしてる曖昧に繋がる世界は深い傷さえ嘲笑うどれくらい苦しめばいいのもう泣けばいいのまた答えが見えない教えて真実を君が知ってるならガラスみたいなことをかけを探すのどんなに暗闇でも君が照らそうとするから蜃気楼みたいな望みを真実しも壊したい大事そうに抱えた強がりなんてでも素直になれない迷っても悩んでも君が求めるならせめてこの孤独を痛みをどれくらい苦しめばいいのもう泣けばいいのまた答えが見えない教えて真実を君が知ってるならガラスみたいなことをかけを探すの
Alrighty. Let's see if I remember how to do all of this. What was the last time I streamed before? For Offkai? Yikes. It's been a while then. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, we're gonna just jump right into it. Hello. That's not my introduction. Hello everyone, my name is Protagonist, you can call me Protag, and today we are opening some boxes of the newest Rush Duel set. This is the Advanced Pack Devil's Ceremony. This is... How do I describe this? I guess... it's not a main set or anything, but like this is just like a supplementary thing that just adds a bunch of new cards to the card pool. Specifically, we're looking at a lot of new ritual stuff, right? As you can see here, we have Zera the Mant being one of the main new themes that are getting imported into Rush, but we're also getting ritual themes for Grace Princess. That's a new one that what was once just a normal monster now has a whole theme dedicated to her, which is really cool. I really hope we get to see more of that as Rush continues on. We're also getting some ritual support for the Blaze Fiends, which are those, level 10 Fiend monsters. They have like 2 different maximum monsters and stuff like that. They look cool, but I'll be honest, they don't really do much. It's very unfortunate, but that is the That's the truth to it, I guess. Or at least, I guess not the truth, but mainly my opinion. But yeah, we also have a bunch of reprints for the Music Princesses, and we have reprints for what is it? Celeb Rose. Celeb Rose also has a bunch of reprints in here, a bunch of alternate arts that they have, which is very cool as well. Very fitting for them to be in the Devil Ceremony pack because I think that they are the devil. But yes, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be opening packs. We're going to be talking about a few of the cards, seeing what we can get, and then just chatting, because there's definitely been a lot of stuff happening in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. You know, it's not just new cards and stuff like that, but you know, there's been a lot of talk about whether or not Yu-Gi-Oh is dying again. It's about that time of the year, so it makes sense that we're going to be getting these conversations, you know, just as all the check boxes get ticked off again, right? We got low prices on product, which is very concerning, obviously. You know, the continuously high barrier of entry, which is obviously, you know, also very concerning. And people say player count has decreased. I feel like that's not as true. Maybe on like a local level for sure, but it feels like the numbers have been consistent for now, right? I watched the Farfa video and, you know, it seems like the numbers are pointing that, you know, we have consistent player base, but, you know, it's not growing, and that's never really a good sign regardless. But we'll talk about those just, you know, in between, I guess, as I'm opening packs. But what I'm really hoping for with these packs is the chase card that I want is Lichy the Hopeful. That is a very powerful ritual support card, very good for generic ritual decks. It looks really nice. It's only an Overrush rare, so you know I have 3 chances to get it. I have 3 chances, and hopefully we pull it. If we don't, I'll be very sad. And, you know, it'll be very unfortunate. But we'll see what we can get. Alright, we'll put these off to the side here. We're gonna have this. Yeah, I don't know how long stream is gonna be for the time being. I'm shooting for just an hour and a half at least. But if not, then we'll have to see. It'll depend on how long I yap about a bunch of other stuff. You know, it's very easy for me to get distracted if I'm being quite honest. All right, so let's start off. We have a Digisoon. Right? This is Digisoon the Music Fiend? Hold on, why is this not focusing? Come on. Focus. It's right in front of you. There we go. Okay. Oh, you can see I mean, it's my mouse. It's whatever. But let me... Oh no, this is not Digisoon. Ooh, that's why I have to check. Because I always forget which ones are which. I'm not too, what am I trying to say? I'm not fully, rehearsed into the music, or into the music fiends, into the princesses, so I am going to get a lot of these wrong if I don't check what they are beforehand, and that is just the unfortunate part about it. But it's fine. This is Ensemble Bullfighter the Music Fiend. So if you send one card from your hand to the grave this turn while this card is face up, your opponent cannot activate trap cards when your Wind Warrior type monsters declare attacks. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much to say about some of these older cards. If you've played it before, they're all right, but obviously they're just not as strong right now to be too big of a presence in the current meta. So I do plan on trying to do like rush reviews on some of these older types, but it's just all about, you know, how much time I actually have. So speaking of some older stuff, we have Doomblaze, Fiend, Overlord, I say Desperation, just because it sounds cool. Desperation, Desperacion, however you want to pronounce it. But this is the centerpiece of the Maximum monster. One of two for the level 10 Fiends. So if you send 2 Maximum monsters from your hand to the grave, you can then destroy a card on your opponent's field. And if this card is in Maximum mode, you get to draw an additional 2 cards. So like this is pretty good for what it is, especially if you can get the Maximum monster out. It looks really cool, right? Design-wise, I love it a lot. Effect-wise, you'll see on some of the other 2 pieces that it's like, it's alright. It's not great. And then this one is Celebro's not Revelation. What are you called? Oh no, it is Celebro Revelation. Oh my god, I actually do remember the cards. Mainly because I hate this deck. This is a trap card that activates when an opponent's monster declares an attack while you have a face-up light attribute spellcaster monster on your field. Then you can shuffle 1 face-up equip spell from your field or 4 light attribute spellcaster monsters from your graveyard to your owner's deck. This then allows you to return up to 3 attack position monsters on your opponent's field to the owner's hand. Not a card that you want to have a lot of, but very useful when it actually comes out, because it's very easy to set this up where you do just, bounce your own equip spell, or bring some monsters back from your grave. Like it's not that hard to do. So yeah, pretty cool, fun card. And now we finally have one of the new cards of this set. This is this just called Grace Cat? Right? Yeah, okay. This is just Grace Cat. This is one of the new Grace Princess supports. Let's see. You can change the attack position card to face-up defense position, and you can excavate the top 6 cards of your deck. You can then add 1 excavated Grace Princess Kana to your hand, place the other cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Good for the deck. I initially, when I first saw this, was like, ooh, it's a 0 attack monster. Potential love support? No, it does nothing for love, which is unfortunate. But, this is cool. Excavate 6 is a lot of cards. You get a pretty high chance of trying to get something. Let's see. Blaze Fiend has got to be my favorite Maximum Archetype Rush duels just because they are fire monsters. Yeah, Blaze Fiend, the designs are so cool. I just wish they did more. I wish that, how the Dinosaur Maximum got a bunch of new stuff, right? I wish that they could do that for the Blaze Fiends, right? I feel like they could make them way stronger and a lot more relevant, but unfortunately, that's just not the case right now. So maybe they can do that in the future, but I feel like if they wanted to, they should have done it in this set, and then it would have been fine. And then we could have been, it could have been a little bit better for them. But unfortunately, that's just not how that works. Anyway, so now we have Celebro's Witch, which is evil. I will continue to say it. Celebro's. Boo. Anyway, if you have a Celebro's Magician in your grave, you can send a light attribute spellcaster monster or 1 spell card from your hand to the grave. Then you can special summon a Celebro's Magician or a level 9 or lower spellcaster type fusion monster from your grave face up to your field. If you've ever been Celebro's looped, you know who she is. You know how evil this card can be. But, it's good for a reason. I think, like, as much as I like to bash on Celebros, there's a reason why the deck is so infamous. It's why it's one of the most, one of the crazier loops in this game. All right, next up we have Handy Lady support in the form of Psi Imprinting. I have to scroll all the way down to remember what Psi Imprinting does. But if you have a face-up level 7 or higher wind attribute monster on your field, you get to draw a card. Then if you have a Handy Lady face-up on your field, you can special summon 1 monster from your hand face up to your field. So honestly, not too bad. I really like that we're getting Handy Lady support, not in this set, but in the future with outerverse box, that's gonna be really cool. I definitely want to see what you can do with that. I think Handy Lady is a very cool card. Secret Order, definitely very infamous as well. So, you know, there's a lot of cool things that they can possibly do. And I feel like the package for Handy Lady is small enough where you can probably put that in with other things. Maybe add that to... well, no. A lot of the Handy Lady support now is specifically for... Yeah, maybe not. I was being too hopeful for things that I already know the answer to. And that's just not how that works. So this is 2 Bardiche, the Music Princess. If you have another face-up warrior monster on your field during the turn that you normal summon this card, you can add a level 7 or higher wind attribute monster and 1 warrior type normal monster from your graveyard to your hand. You cannot activate monster effects until the end of the turn except those of wind, warrior, and or beast type monsters. So initially it's like, this could be really good, but then you get locked, which is important. Like, I am very much on the side of, yes, cards should have attribute lock, should have Xeno locks and stuff like that, you know, so that they aren't, you know, misused in other decks, right? I feel like that's definitely important. Oh, no way! No way! Yes! Oh, yes! Oh my god, we did it in the second pack, which means none of these other packs matter. Oh my god, we got her. We got her, and it wasn't even difficult. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we got Litchi the Hopeful. Let's go. Holy. I did. Oh my god, I just wasn't expecting it. We're only 2 packs in. The stream just started. I got the card that I wanted. But yes, this is Litchi the Hopeful. Only an Overrush rare. It just looks so good. Anyway, if you have 10 or more cards in your deck during the turn that you normal summon this card, place 1 monster from your graveyard to the bottom of the deck. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the grave, and if you place a... Oh my god, my hand is shaking. Then if you place a ritual monster to meet the requirement, you can add 1 card that sent to the graveyard by this effect to your hand. So this is such strong ritual support. You know, you can bring back your ritual monsters mid to late game. You can add whatever cards you want back from the graveyard that you send to the grave. Like, there's just a lot of applications for this card. It's really good. The level's also really good too. 4 really does fit into a lot of different ritual monsters. It's a level 4. You don't have to sack anything. Like, this is just so good. I cannot believe I got this card so early. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm shaking. I cannot believe I got Litchi so early like this. I've been using Ship of 7 Treasures Engine and Handy Lady as well because Handy Lady is level 7. That is... Yeah, no, that's very true. I believe, like, I mean, the old... I don't want to say, like, the old T-Bold loops would use, you know... I know there's some variants that would rather use Handy Lady compared to, you know, some of the other level 7 normal monsters that you can use in conjunction with, like, Secret Order and stuff like that. But like, yeah, I mean, yeah, if you run level 7 monsters and you're not running Ship of 7 Treasures alongside it, I feel like you're kind of inting there, right? And, like, unless there's just better cards that you'd rather have, Ship of 7 Treasures is just really good, right? Like, I use it in my Animagica decks, right? Because Animagicas, all the high levels are level 7s. They're just really good. And then you can kind of just do what you want with them. All right. So we have a... Oh, what are you? Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. So you are playing a flute and you have an axe. There's no way... oh my goodness. There's no way your name is Flute Axe. So what could you be? Oh no, you're Flute Tomahawk. Aren't you? Yeah. Oh god, I'm losing my voice. Hold on. Oh, Flute Tomahawk, the Music Princess. Yes. All right. We're good. Next up is... Oh, I keep forgetting if this one is this is Celebro's Wiz, right? Because you're the level 1? Yeah, this is... Okay. Whew. I'm like trying to remember what these names are just off their levels. I cannot read Japanese. I apologize. I'm literally just having a look at the pictures and reading the effects elsewhere. During the turn that you normal summon this card, reveal 1 light attribute spellcaster monster or 1 equipped spell card in your hand. Then you can send the top 4 cards of your deck to the grave, and then you can add 1 Celebro's Magician, Celebro's Witch, or Fusion from among the cards sent. This is also a really good card. This is not the currently, is it currently limited? I don't remember if the other one, I think it's Warlock, right? Is Warlock the one that's limited? I honestly just don't remember. Yeah, I think Warlock is the limited one. But like, yeah, Wiz is really good too. See it a lot. Ooh, nice. Okay, so this is a recent printing because I remember getting this card. I remember getting this card in an earlier set that I've opened on stream before, if that makes sense. But I just... Is it Action Melody? No, it's not Action Melody. You're not that. You're not this one. Toon Flute Tomahawk. That's right, that's right. Toon Flute Tomahawk, the Music Princess. My boy is back. Hello, hello. Yes, I am back streaming for a little bit. We're just opening packs. Honestly, we're not really doing too much else, but that's really all I stream for anyway. We open packs and then I just make videos. But anyway, this is I think the only contact fusion for Music Princesses. But you contact fuse this using Flute Tomahawk and Botan Botan the Music Princess. So you can send the top 4 cards of your deck to the grave, and you can special summon 1 level 7 or higher wind attribute warrior type monster from your grave face up to your field. Honestly, this is pretty nice. I like the card a lot. Why does it say that there's a errata? Was there an errata to this card? There's an errata to this card? For what? What did they change? I don't even know. I mean, I guess it wasn't that important. Can I translate this? Huh. Interesting. Well, the more you know, I guess. That is very interesting. All right. I'll have to look into it because I do not know what the actual errata is, but yeah, I'll have to see. And then oh, it looks like I got one of the, I believe this is one of the alt arts for one of the Celebroses. This is Celebros. You're not Celebros. I don't remember. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go through it this way. So you are Celebro's mage, right? Yes, okay. Oh, I can just look at, I keep forgetting which ones the level 2s are. I really love the card arts of Rush. Rush has grown so much in Japan. Hey, yeah, look, if it's growing, that's great. You know, I really want to see Rush continue to keep growing like this. But yeah, so yes, this is Celebro's mage. Sorry, I literally spaced out there for a second. I gotta teach you. I mean, yeah, I'm trying. I have some books that I'm using right now. I have some like textbooks and stuff, but the pace that I'm going is pretty slow compared to, you know, if I was just like in school for it, right? Like I still have work, I still have other things. I started going back to the gym recently. So like I'm doing a lot of other things right now that really just takes up my time. Cause like after I go to the gym, I just get so tired, right? Like just last week, you know, I did my first like, you know, cycling class and whatever. Cause like the gym that I go to, they have like free classes that I can do. So I decided to sign up for cycling. Oh my God, I could barely walk afterwards. It was so much. Like they were really nice about it. There weren't that many people. So like the instructor like helped me out with like setting up my bike and everything. But like, oh my god, I could barely go down the stairs to the locker room afterwards. Like I was like gripping onto the handrail like if my life depended on it. Oh my goodness. Like, and I was so sore for the next couple of days. Like I'm a lot better now, and I'm probably gonna go to the gym probably after the stream, honestly. But like, oh god, I forgot how much you know, how much effort it is, I guess. And like, you know, once I get into a better rhythm, it'll be better. But like, I'm just starting, man. It's gonna be a lot. Anyway, I haven't read what the effect is. Celebrose Mage. If you have Celebrose Magician or an equipped spell in your graveyard during the turn that you normal summon this card, you can add the Karis Magic Scepter Death Wand, which is the main equipped spell, or a fusion from your grave to your hand, which is, you know, also really good. You definitely want to be able to bring back those cards because those cards just give you a lot of good stuff. All right. Let's keep going. I cannot believe I got literally the hopeful. I'm still shaking about that. I'm so happy about getting that card. All right. Next up, we got one of the high-tech dragon fusions. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I mean, obviously, this is the one with the Blue Fang Burst. This is Blue Fang Enhanced Burst Dragon. I should have known. Anyway, so this is a fusion using Blue Fang Burst Dragon and Booster Wyvern. If you send a monster from your field to the grave, you can destroy a face-up monster on either field. If you sent a monster whose original level is 7 or higher to the grave to meet the requirement, you can also special summon one Blue Fang Burst Dragon from your graveyard face-up to your field. So, I've seen weird stuff with this. But, I mean, I really want this deck to do well. Because it's like, this is like a protag deck, right? Or, like, this is mainly Yuumu's deck and stuff like that. So like I definitely want to see more people play this. I've seen this, you know, with it's not joint tech stuff. Like some of it, yeah, but like, you know, mostly just like the high tech dragons I feel like is a deck that I feel like should do better, but it just doesn't have the best support for it right now. So that's that. I feel you like that kills is funny because I've been learning English from people in the gym. You know, I thought about it, like when I'm in the gym, if I'm like doing just like, you know, treadmill stuff and things like that, to like pull up a video and like watch, you know, like Japanese lessons or something like that. But I feel like I would just get too tired. I don't know. I don't have that mindset where I can just like watch something and then like not realize the rest of my body is like on fire, you know? That's like I think the most difficult part for me is like, yeah, okay, I can like focus on the exercise, but then I just cannot like watch something else and while walking and feel like, you know, I can like mentally shut the rest of my body off. I don't know. Anyway, this is Fashion of Faith. This is an older reprint as well, I believe, right? Like I'm pretty sure this got printed years ago at this point, which is weird to say, but also it's in Duel Links, which means it's a pretty old card. Anyway, when you normal summon this card on the turn that if you normal summon this card this turn, and if you have a face-up level 7 or higher Aqua type monster on the field, you get to draw one card. Then all face-up level 7 or higher Aqua type monsters in your field gain 400 attack at the end of this turn. So this is really going towards, I guess, like Grace Princess stuff, right? I'm pretty sure that's why they printed it here. I mean, that's a good enough buff, I guess. I don't really know. I haven't seen a lot of Grace Princess decks to see if that they run this, but, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. And oh boy, isn't this the most fun fusion monster that's ever been born. This is Celebrose Luxury Magicians. This is fused using Celeb Rose Magician and Celeb Rose Witch. I will say, I really appreciate that the fusion monsters for the Celeb Roses are mainly just the Celeb Roses that they use for the fusions. They don't combine, they don't do that Dragon Ball fusion, fusion Ha into one different person. This is just who they are. And you know what? I am completely fine with that. It's cool. Anyway, this you can special summon one level 9 or lower light attribute spellcaster type monster from your grave to the field in face-up defense position. And if this card is equipped with a equip spell, it can make up to 2 attacks on monsters this turn. 3200 attack is very devious with the spell or with the equipped spell, and the ability to attack twice is devastating, especially when you get looped and you kind of just, you know, you can't do anything against it, right? It's a very dangerous card to have. Even now, I still will look, I'll still fall for the loop, right? If I don't have anything to block it, you get looped. It's unfortunate. It happens. And ooh, our first Ultra is one of the new curse, or I guess it's not. Is it? Okay, wait. I don't want to be wrong here. I don't want to say that this is. I think this is just a reprint of one of the Curse of Dragons, but I will need to check before I make that assumption. So let me find it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Veteran Curse of Dragon. Okay, no, this is okay. Yeah, this is the one that got reprinted from the other thing. Okay, I was like, this doesn't look like the other one, but okay. Man, that scared me. But yes, okay. So this is Veteran Curse of Dragon. This is just a I guess this is just an alternate art. It looks really cool. I really like what they did with the background here. But this is, yeah, this allows you to fusion summon on its actual normal summon, which is really cool. But anyway, let me read the effect. If you have no monsters on your field, you can special summon this card from your hand face up to your field. Once you send the top card of your deck to the grave, this turn this card's name becomes Curse of Dragon, and you can fusion summon by using 2 monsters from your field and or graveyard and shuffle them back into your owner's deck as material. So yeah, this is just really cool. It looks really nice with this background too. I think the original card also has the exact same pose and everything, but I'm kind of a fan of this new one. As well. I want to look a little bit at where the foiling is. Yeah, I mean, I really... Like, you can see it, right? Like, the eyes glow a little bit more. It looks really nice. It just looks really good. Let me put this here. Okay, so we got... we'll just do it like this, I guess. Which means I have to put some of the other ones away. Yo, what's good, dude? What's good? How you been? Okay, this is... one... Have we just been doing really good on pulls where... I only have this many extras? Yeah, I guess so. I really want Toon Monsters to come to Rush. I really like the classic monsters coming back with new life. I do too. I mean, we're getting Hungry Burger support in the next pack, which is insane. That's very funny to me. I was hoping for it as soon as I heard that we're getting Rush support, or sorry, Ritual supports and stuff like that. So, like, you know, we just have to have it. We just have to have it. But Toon Monster, I feel like Toon Monsters would be interesting. I don't know how well the Toon mechanic would work, you know, in Rush duels. Like, I feel like Toons are still too slow, if that makes sense, right? Like, you get all of these out, but the fact that most of them you can't attack on the same turn that they're played, right? Like, it feels weird. So, like, if they revamped the Toon mechanic, maybe? But yeah, I would really like to see that in Rush as well. Just because, like, I feel like it's a bit easier to flood the board with high-level Toon monsters, if that makes sense. Right? Like, there are definitely ways where Toon would, you know, do better. I want to see a lot of... I do also want to see, like, flip support and stuff like that, if flip summoning becomes like a bigger thing. But maybe Rush doesn't want to do some of those early, additional typings, right? Like Gemini and all of those stuff like that. I feel like maybe they don't want to add them because it complicates it too much. I'm not sure. But let's continue on. So this is Doomblaze Fiend Overlord Desperacion. I will never know how to properly pronounce it. This is the right piece. Sorry. They both have snakes on the end, and I can obviously not read the R that's literally right there. Anyway, this has the continuous effect of preventing either player from special summoning level 7 monsters from the hand or graveyard. If this card is in maximum mode, the opponent cannot set monsters from their hand. So this is an interesting floodgate. You can't special summon level 7 monsters, but that doesn't mean you can't tribute them. You can still get them out on the field. A lot of monsters nowadays aren't level 7, so it's not that big of a deal. This actually kind of messes up Animagicas in a weird way. Or no, because no, it's still normal. It still counts as a normal summon, right? Yeah, never mind. It doesn't mess up. Nah, never mind. I can read. Doing pretty good. I randomly got interested in dinosaurs again, so I'm back to playing Arc. I heard that Arc... there's not an Arc 2, right? Or like there's like a new Arc? Is that right? Like a while ago, a couple of months ago, maybe half a year ago that they have a new Arc? I think that's right. Let's see. Next up is I don't know the Celebros spells that well, but I'm going to pretend that I will remember. This is Elegant Change. Oh my goodness, I do kind of remember. Whew. All right. Let's bring this closer so I can focus. Thank you. Send 1 light attribute spellcaster type monster or 1 equipped spell card from your hand to the grave, and this lets you draw 1 card. And if you have 4 or more monsters in your grave, you can draw an additional card. I mean, that's pretty good. Why wouldn't that be good? That's so nice. And then, oh no, we have the left piece of Belusataroth. That one is, for some reason, easier to say. Anyway, this is Blaze Fiend Overlord's Belusataroth. This is the left piece, which is, I think, the worst piece. Not because it looks weird, but because its effect is kind of garbage. This monster has the continuous effect of not being able to be destroyed by battle with a normal monster. Like, hello? What year is this? We are in the good year 2025. And we are worried about giant normal I mean, there are big normal monsters, sure, but like, come on, what are we doing here? This is silly. Why are we worrying about normal monsters? About a year ago, they made an Arc Survival Ascended, which is an Unreal Engine 5 remaster. Oh, okay, I see. There's drama. There's Arc drama. I see. Yeah, I mean, most of my Arc content comes from watching when HoloLive does their like annual Arc, I guess. But that's usually my main source of Arc knowledge. I'll see the news about new stuff, but like I don't play the game myself, so I don't know too much about it. But it looks cool, and I love the concept of like catching and like breeding dinosaurs and stuff like that. I think that is very cool. But yeah, outside of that, I don't know too much. And then we have, is this a secret rare of Magician of Faith? It is. All right, it's not, okay, that's not like the best secret rare we could have gotten from this set, but I'll take it. And hello, Mr. Rosalino. Welcome. Hope you've been doing well hope you're doing good as well. We're gonna keep going. Next up is Botan the Music Princess. Candy. Okay, wait, we're getting quite a few normals here, which is fine by me. Mazeful Charity. A Mazeful Charity reprint is very funny, especially when, you know, when the berry freshes are are pretty nerfed, I guess. Like, they're not great anymore, but like they can still be a pretty big nuisance, I guess. Let me make sure I read the card properly. Yeah, Maze Charity is limited. A lot of the Berry Fresh stuff is limited as of that new ban list, right? But you know, I feel like Berry Fresh still has quite a bit for it going. Now that you can get 2 shies again, like it's not impossible to be an evil person. So all good. Arc 2 recently got some news after 2 years of silence. Just a small teaser for a trailer for a DLC for Ascended. Yeah. Oh, interesting. And no worries. Oh wait, that's kind of cool that you're using text to speech. I like that. But yes, if you have a face-up Aqua-type monster in your field and an Aqua-type monster in your graveyard, you get to draw 2 cards and place 1 card from your hand to the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I mean, this is just a really good ad. You can use this, I guess, for Grace Princess 2. I mean, it's not something. I mean, now that Grace Princess has a bunch more stuff, like it makes more sense. But like, yeah, this was originally, you know, mainly what I've seen in Berry Fresh support. And then we got, I don't remember, like this is the Blaze Fiend stuff, but I could not for the life of me remember whether or not this was a newly printed card or not, but I'm pretty sure it is. This is Blaze Fiend Overlord Zebolth? I think it's Zebolth, right? Isn't there like a Zeb something in a evil angry god type of way? That sounds right. Because like Beelzebub, right? So I'm assuming Zebolth is like Beelzebub, but like not as, you know, he doesn't have that big bottom. He doesn't have that big bottom energy anymore, you know? Do I play Rush or collect only? I do play Rush. I mean, there's no like official ladder or anything, but like I'll play when I have the time, or if I'm like making a video and I need like to collect footage and stuff like that. But like, yeah, I'll play when I can. It's very hard to find people to play physically. I've never been able to do that, unfortunately. I'd have to like print out proxies and everything, but like, yeah. That's just something that I don't have the time to do. I was hoping to do that while I was at Offkai this year, but unfortunately just didn't really have the time. I brought my decks and everything, but it's whatever. It's unfortunate. You can special summon this card from your hand face up to your field by sending 2 other cards from your hand to the graveyard. During the main phase that you normally special summon this card, you can special summon 1 level 10 fire attribute fiend type monster from your grave to your field in face up defense position, except a monster with 2400 attack. Then you can change the battle position of 1 face up ritual monster on your field. So this definitely has a lot of support, or a lot of like combos with the new Blaze Fiend rituals. You can use this to send your Blaze Fiend maximal monsters to the grave to be able to activate other stuff as well. Like there's a lot of cool things that you can do just with this card. And like, yeah, level 10 is scary, but like level 10 is really cool too. Might have to fly out to me so we can play together. I would be down. I really enjoy playing, and like I want to get more people to play. I'm too nervous to ask. Like I want to collab with like, you know, some of the other like Yu-Gi-Oh like content creators and Yu-Gi-Oh VTubers to play Rush, but like I just don't know what their opinions are. Like outside of like MBT, I don't know like what other people's reactions to Rush are, right? Because like, okay, I say I don't know other people's reactions, but like there are some Yu-Gi tubers out there that I know, or that I've read that like, you know, they've openly tweeted how they're like indifferent to Rush, or they just don't like it at all, right? Like they made content and like, you know, just like bashed on the game and stuff like that, and like, you know, I obviously don't want to ask them, or if I do and try and change their mind, it's like, well, that's not my job. But like, you know, I definitely want to be able to play Rush with more people and like show it to more people. Really, that's all I'm trying to do here. And so like, if I can, that'd be great. But like, you know, the only main ways to play Rush is through Rush Duel Links, which is not great because I don't like how games can be dictated by just pressing the big shiny yellow button. and like the card pool just isn't, just isn't what is current in the meta right now and stuff like that. But we already talked about Belusatoroth left. This is, I don't remember which one you are because I don't I hate celeb rules. I'm going to get in trouble for it one day. One day I'm gonna get so much hate for hating Celebros, but today is not that day. This is Celebro's Fabulous Magician. I don't believe this is the alt art because it's not the one in the ball or whatever they're at, or at the function. So this is fused by using Celebro's Magician and Celebro's Witch. Send one card from your hand to the grave to destroy one face-up monster on your opponent's field, and then you can add an equip spell from your graveyard to your hand. So another way to to bring back your Death Scepter. You get to destroy back row. All fun and good. We've already talked about you. Is my other secret rare also just okay? My secret rare for this pack have been kind of trash. I wanted some of the newer cards, but we got both of our secret rares to be just reprints, I guess. So this is Shining Shamaness. Send this face-up card from your field to the grave, and you can choose one light attribute spellcaster type monster on your field, equipped with an equipped spell card. There you go, I can read. This turn, this monster can attack directly. Then if that monster is level 7 or higher, it gains 1000 attack until the end of this turn. So, this is a really good card, I guess. This is mainly used in Celebros, obviously. This is really strong if you want to finish your opponent off. Gaining 1000 attack is really good, especially if you could put this onto your big Celebros fusion monsters, right? Like that's really what you're aiming for. But if you can't, you can also just use this as a good way to just hit over a lot of things as well, or just deal a lot of damage to the face. One would argue that both Celebros and Shadowflower are considered to be difficult decks to pilot in Rush Duel. I would agree. Yes, like the Celebros loop is hard to do as a first timer if you don't know what you have to do to set everything up. And then Shadowflower, I feel like it's just a lot of cards, right? Celebros, you just need a certain... There's not a lot of cards you really need to put into Celebros. It's very much, I want to say, quote-unquote, solved in, like, what all your monsters need to... Or, like, what monsters you need to have in your deck. But, Shadowflower, I don't know too much about it. I just know that there's so many cards. And, like, they just got a bunch of new stuff, too, so... Like, I feel like it's just complicated for no reason. Because, like, Shadowflower is not even good right now. So if it becomes good, then yeah, it makes sense. But if it doesn't, then I'm like, I don't know about it. It's just one of those decks that are complicated for no good reason. I feel like they do a lot of cool stuff, but no one's found a good way to make it better, if that makes sense. What is this? Okay, that's nothing. Oh, okay, sorry about that. I got an email from work and I needed to read it real quick. And that's how you know I am just using my phone to broadcast this. All right, anyway, this is Axe 10, is action something, action melody, action... Is it not? It's not... It is action melody. Oh my god, I cannot... I was holding my breath. I was like, we were just talking about the other card that isn't this one. Anyway, Action Melody, the Music Princess, needs 2 Bardiche, the Music Princess, and Baton, the Music Princess, as materials to fusion summon. Place 1 spell card from your grave to either the top or bottom of the deck, and then you can make 1 face-up monster on your opponent's field lose 2000 attack and defense until the end of their next turn. Then if you play straight Pierce or Fusion to meet this requirement, you get to draw a card. So this is actually not too bad, especially if you can combo with straight Pierce to, you know, get something super low, especially if they're in defense position or whatever it could be. But also Fusion is also not bad either if you have the materials to get some of your other music princesses out as well. I'm an editor for Yu-Gi-Oh! Knows Everything, so I can see what I can do to connect it to your future. I'd be down. That'd be really cool. I would definitely appreciate that. This is from YouTube, right? Yeah, okay. If you follow me on Twitter or X or whatever, you can just DM me there if you have an account. If you don't, then that's totally fine as well. I have my email. I believe my work email is in the description of my YouTube channel, and if it's not, that's bad. But I'm pretty sure I put it there. And if you don't have a Twitter or anything, you can just email me there, and then we can figure out something that way. Because yeah, there's no other way I can really think about DMing. But yeah. Ooh, we got one of the Garzets. That's I wasn't expecting that. I honestly why would I expect to see the Great Maju Garzet here, you know? Anyway, this is the Legend Monster Great Maju Garzet. This card gained attack equal to the original attack of one monster tributed when tributed someone using this card in attack position ×2. So yeah, I mean, I guess you put this with your Blaze Fiend stuff, right? That's really what you're here for, but I don't know. I guess there really isn't a better Legend Monster for Blaze Fiends. Maybe I'm wrong. Because like I would assume you'd rather run Card Trooper just to send stuff to the graveyard. But like if you really wanted to, I guess you can use this. Sure. No, I don't have a mod to remove bots. Shit. God. Of all the times. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna have to log into my Twitch and that's a pain in the ass. Thank you, Mr. Clancy, for making it miserable. Oh, wait. Oh, did the auto mod remove it? I don't see it. Okay, maybe, okay, because my Twitch chat shows that it has it, but I don't see it in my dashboard. So maybe it doesn't exist. Maybe the auto mod got it. Never mind. Thank you, Dan Clancy. Woo! Since Protag hates Celeb Rose, does he hate Yuna Goha? Yes and no, I guess. I don't know. Yuna is an interesting character. We'll say that. We'll say that. I don't hate Yuna, but I also don't like her. Yuna is very, like, later on, she's better. Early on, I'm like, all right, I guess. Yeah, sure. I was very indifferent to Yuna. Like, the concept of the Celeb Rose deck is really cool. The fact that it can loop you and, like, destroy you is unfortunate. I'm just petty because I hate getting looped like that. But, like, you know, it does take a lot to get to that point, especially after Warlock getting limited. So like the fact that you can still do it but it's a bit harder is fine. It's whatever, right? Like I'm glad that it's not as easy. But like I'm just a petty guy that's been looped one too many times, and now I'm just I just get like, you know, fake PTSD every single time I see someone play a Celeb Rose deck. It's honestly not that big of a deal, but like if you want to get under my skin, you just play Celebros against me, and I'll be playing without saying too much. But yes, this is Celebros Influencers. This is fused by using Celebros Enchanter and Celebros Wiz. You can place one monster from your opponent's graveyard to the bottom of the deck, and this card gains attack equal to the level of the monster placed by this effect times 200 until the end of this turn. Sorry. Then, if this card is equipped with an equip spell, this turn it cannot be destroyed by card effects and can make up to 2 attacks. Also pretty good here. I believe there's a... Is there not an alt art of this card, or am I crazy? Maybe there isn't an alt art. I thought there was. Maybe it's a different card than I'm thinking about. But yeah, this is a really good card. I did have an Overrush rare version of this card, but I did gift it to Miwa Bell when I had the chance to meet her at the Glitch Stars booth at Offcon. So now she has this card. I thought this was a very fitting card for her to have. So yeah, fun story there. I'm aware that Konami doesn't like cards or decks that facilitate loops that get adjusted immediately on the variant. Yeah, I mean, like, looping is not fun when you're playing against it. It's really cool when you're able to pilot it well and like do a really good job of it, right? Like when I play Celebros and get the loop off, it's great, right? It's one of those things where it's like, well, I hate it when my opponent does it, but if I do it, then I'm like, all right, you know what, it's fine, it's whatever, you know, it's not that big of a deal, you know, whatever. But yeah, so like, yeah, loops should not be a common thing, especially in Yu-Gi-Oh! And how easy it is to like do stuff like that. But you know, T-Bolt loop is technically back, and like that's not a big deal anymore. So like, as long as it's not like the defining meta, then I think it's okay, right? Like, you know, lower powered loops and loops that like, you know, they can do cool stuff, but like it's not a consistent thing. I'm okay with it, right? If for some reason Celeb Rose comes back to full power and starts dominating, then I'll start complaining again. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. And then this is Darkness Paparazzi. If you have 10 or more cards in your deck and a face-up level 5 or higher spellcaster monster on your field, you can shuffle 3 spellcaster monsters with the same attribute from your grave into the deck. Then you can draw cards equal to the number of face-up level 7 or higher monsters on your opponent's field. Its effect is alright. You're really using it for the fusion monsters, but it's cool to have. And then finally, oh my god, wait, I thought that this was our last card. Finally, we have Zera support. Oh my god. I was wondering if we would ever get something, but here it is, Wicked Dragon with the ominous head. There's no requirement. All you have to do is send the top 2 cards of your deck to the grave, and you can add a Ominous Ogre of Yami Makai or the Sword of Zera from your grave to your hand. I talked about this card in my recent Rush review video, so, you know, check it out. I won't talk about too much. It's fine. It's a good card. And speaking of, we also have Zera Advent. Zera Advent becomes Zera Ritual while in the graveyard, and if you, this allows you to ritual summon either Zera the Mant or Zera the Evil Fiend by using materials from your, I think only from your hand, and you have to send them to the graveyard as material. They must equal level 8 or higher in order for you to be able to to ritual summon or whatever. I mean, that's not exactly the word for word, but like, I remember it enough to know what it does. But yeah, so that's very cool. I'm glad that we finally got Zera cards. I was really worried, because I was like, wow, we got through a lot of reprints, but no Zeras. Because I know that Zera the Evil Fiend is Overrush rare only. So that's definitely a harder card to get off rip. But we have a few chances. We'll see what we can get. We get the Celebros equip spell, the infamous Death Scepter, which is such a hard name for this card. Like, it doesn't have to be called, you know, friggin' Death Scepter or whatever, but like, they did it. Or Death Wand, sorry. But like, you know, they went for it, and who am I to complain? Anyway, so you can equip this to one face-up light spellcaster on your field. The equipped monster gains 400 attack and cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If the equipped monster is a fusion monster, it gains an additional 600 attack. I mean, this is really good. A lot of the Celebros cards mention this to bring it back from the grave, send it from the, or not specifically this, but any equipped spell or whatever. But like, you know, this is one of the key pieces of the loop, and it's evil, and I hate it. All right, and then did we talk about the left piece or the right piece? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure yeah, okay. This is Doomblaze Fiend Overlord Desperation. This has the continuous effect of not being able to be destroyed by your opponent's trap card effects, and if it's in maximum mode, cannot be destroyed by your opponent's spell card effects. That's actually pretty good. That's useful. I like it. It's a good card. Keep this printing, or at least, like, you know, it's just, I think this is just one of the I like this maximum more than I do Belusa Taroth, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. And then for Celebros, we finally have one of the other fusion monsters, and I'm going to have to remember, this is probably it's not, is it Gossip Magician? Because it's not Witch. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's Celebros Magician, but just okay, yeah. So this uses Celebros Magician and Darkness Paparazzi. This is, once again, Celebros Gossip Magician. That has a continuous effect of gaining attack equal to the number of equipped spells in your graveyard times 400. If you have a face-up spell card on your field, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. I mean, yeah, it's alright. And then we have, didn't we already have this? Didn't we already talk about this card? Am I crazy? No, we did, but this is the alternate art, because it has a different background. Okay, that's what it was. I was like, wait a second, we've seen you already. Toon Flute Tomahawk, the Music Princess. I don't know how I feel about the red background, but I'll take it. Let me get some water before I lose my voice. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, this is here. All right. And next up, we have focus. Come on. All right. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus, but this is Celebros. This is level 5 Celebros Warlock. This is the card that is limited right now in the current Rush Duel meta. Send up to 2 face-up level 5 or lower monsters from your field to the grave. And you can special summon a level 7 or higher light attribute spellcaster monster from your graveyard face-up to your field. If you special summon Celebros Magician by this effect, you can special summon Celebros Witch from your graveyard face-up to your field as well, which lets you set up for the fusion monster, which then lets you set up for all the other things. This is a good card. And then, okay. Oh, what a banger of a song. We have Red Boot Enhance Boost Dragon. This is fused by using Red Boot Boost Dragon and Booster Wyvern. Choose up to 9 monsters in the graveyards. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of chosen monsters times 200. This card then gains attack equal to the number of chosen monsters times 200 until the end of this turn. And then you shuffle all of the chosen monsters into the owner's deck. This has such high potential. It's a really cool card. I really like it a lot. But like, that's one of those things where I wish high-tech dragons was like more relevant. Because like, how cool would it be to be able to do something with this, you know? Oh, I messed that up. You're gonna see a pause for a second. There you go. And then we have Flute Flute Tomahawk again. And our next Ultra is the other reprint, Battlesteed Gaia the Fierce Knight. Alright, I'll take it. You can tribute summon this card in attack position by tributing one face-up level 5 or higher monster. Send the top deck of your card to, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. And this turn, this card's name becomes Gaia the Fierce Knight. Then you can fusion summon by shuffling this card from your field and one monster from your field or graveyard into the deck as materials. So yeah, very, very cool card. Let me put this here. Alright, let's keep going. Hopefully we get some other good cards. And not ones that we've already talked about. I don't think we've seen you yet. This is Celeb Rose. You're level 3, so I'm pretty sure you're Enchanter, right? Yes. Celeb Rose Enchanter. Shuffle 2 cards from your hand to the deck. Special summon 1 light attribute spellcaster monster from your graveyard to your field in face-up defense position. If you special summon a level 5 or higher monster by this effect, you can add a fusion from your grave to your hand. Once again, just a really good card. Gets fusion back. How can you say no to that? And now we have Belusitaroth on the right. In maximum mode, you can send the top card of your deck to the grave. And this turn, this card gains 600 attack and will inflict piercing damage. I mean, it's good. Unfortunately, you have to be in maximum mode, but also, like, this is a level 4 monster. It's not going to be piercing anything anytime soon. Next up, we have Grace Princess. Wait, oh no, this is the last card of this pack. Oh, interesting. I, for some reason, thought that there was more. That was weird. All right, this is Grace Princess Hina. Place 1 card from your hand to the bottom of the deck, and you can special summon a Grace Princess Kana or a level 7 light attribute aqua type normal monster from your grave to your field and face up defense position, which are mainly, which is like what the other one of the other level 7s that you get is just a normal monster. Yeah, so that's probably who you're aiming towards. What else? If you special summon Grace Princess Kana by this effect, you can set a ritual spell card from your grave to your spell and trap zone. So yeah, I mean, this is good support. I'm really a fan of those cards that like will set your ritual spell back onto your field. I feel like that's just really good extension and stuff like that. So always fun to have. Never an issue, in my opinion. I've yet to see a problem with that. Alright, next up we have oh god, I should know what this card is because I was just reading it. But this is Music Princess's Dance, right? Okay. Yeah, I was just reading it because I was trying to look for certain cards to go with like wind attribute stuff. If you have 5 or more wind attribute warrior type monsters in your graveyard, you can fusion summon a wind attribute warrior type monster by shuffling cards from your hand and or grave into the deck as material. So yeah, this is just a good fusion spell for the Music Princesses. Now you are Digisoon. I know you. This is Digisoon, the Music Fiend. If your opponent has a defense position monster on their field, send the top card of your deck to the grave. This card then gains attack equal to the number of defense position monsters on your opponent's field times 800 until the end of the turn. I mean, really cool. You can combo this off with, I guess, there's that one spell card that has like the picture of the tape on it, like the music tape, where it flips all your opponent's monsters to face down defense position. Then you can flip them back up if you want to. I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of synergy there, so that you can get your Digisoon to do, you know, maximum amounts of damage. And then finally, we finally see the the Celeb Rose Magician. It took a bit, but we finally made it. Now I just have to find it. I'm just going to click on it this way because it's a bit easier. Okay. Send 1 face-up equipped spell from your field to the grave, and you can destroy a face-up level 8 or lower monster on your opponent's field. Then you have 3 more spell cards in your graveyard. This card gains 700 attack until the end of this turn. So while not as like high attack potential compared to like Seven Road Magician or something. This is also a pretty good strong. This is really strong as well. I mean, look, you can use this for the loop. You can use this for whatever. It's pretty good. And then finally, we have the trap card, Wicked Fire Blast of Zera. When your opponent normal or special summons a monster and you have Zera the Mant face up on your field, you can destroy a card on your opponent's field, and you can inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent. I mean, I just know this off the top of my head. This is an okay spell card, or trap card. I don't use it personally, but I also, you know, literally made a deck where I just played Executives with the Zera cards because I thought it would be funny. So maybe don't trust me on my deck building knowledge. It's not that good. It's not that good. All right, some more Handy Lady supports. I mean, I guess it's not specifically just Handy Lady stuff, but I believe this is Cross Target. Yeah. So Cross Target, when an opponent's level 8 or lower monster declares an attack while you have a face-up level 7 or higher Omega Psychic or Psychic-type monster on your field, you get to return the attacking monster to the opponent's hand. Then if you have Handy Lady face up on your field, you can add a level 3 or lower monster from your graveyard to your hand. So, spoilers, this does have good cards to target in the future. But for now, I mean, this is alright. As is, it's alright. It gets better. It gets better. God Maju Garzet, what are you doing here? God Maju Garzet is a level 8, which means you can tribute summon by using 2 materials, but it has the special effect of using 3 materials as tributes for tribute summoning. And this card gains attack equal to the total original attack of the effect monsters tributed when tribute summoning this card in attack position. And if this card was normal summoned by tributing 3 monsters, you can gain 800 attack. 800 additional attack on top of the attack that you would get normally from all the other stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's another Maju Garzet. It just gains a bunch of attack. It's cool. Until it gets, like, you know, flipped and then you lose all your effects, but it's whatever. Then we have a copy of Handy Lady, which is great. And then we have, is this a secret? It is a secret rare, yes. You can see the texture. The lighting isn't too good with this camera. I'm gonna have to, I just need a better camera. I just need a better camera. I don't know, maybe if I don't use my phone for everything, it would be better, but it's fine. It's fine. This is Grace Hakama Fitting Ceremony. So this allows you to ritual summon Evergrace Princess Mai or Evergrace Princess Mari by sending light attribute aqua type monsters from your hand or field to the graveyard whose total levels equal 9 or more as material. So this is, I think, the only ritual spell that they have. But yeah. This is a pretty fun card. I do want to play a bit more with the Grace Princess cards. I haven't really seen too many good decks with them. Yeah, you should change. Thank you. I'm glad that. Yeah, I definitely want to get better stuff, but I just don't have. I just don't have the. I guess the reason to do it. I guess, right? Like that's like the main thing. We've already talked about you. We talked about you already. We've definitely talked about you. How do I have 3 Fashion of Fates in this thing? Oh my goodness. And then finally, our last card of the pack is this? I don't want to be wrong. Let me check to make sure. Is this new? Police Hound of the Blaze Fiends? Are you new? You are new, right? Yeah, you are new. Whew. Okay. Yes, this is Police Hound of the Blaze Fiends. I really like the design. It looks really cool. Send 1 fire attribute fiend type monster from your hand to the grave. Then you can send the top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard, and you can add to your hand 1 fire attribute fiend type monster from among the cards sent, except for a monster with 900 attack. Which is, I mean, that's fine. You don't want to continuously be able to do this, right? But like, yeah, this is a really good card. I mean, look, you want to mill quite a bit of your stuff into your graveyard anyway, so this is a good way to do that. It's a really cool card. The design looks really nice. And there we go. That's 1 box down. Holy. I like Galaxy and Dark Galaxy. It's still good. Yeah, I mean, the Galaxy decks are going to get a bunch of new stuff. I mean, I guess Outerverse technically is not like Galaxy, but you know, you can probably do some stuff with it, I'm sure. Right? Because you don't have to necessarily just be pure Outerverse. I'm sure someone's cooking up some like Outerverse Light Galaxy stuff or Outerverse Dark Galaxy stuff. Or even crazier, Outerverse Chaos stuff. That would be fascinating to see if that works. But yeah, I'm excited to see how good Outerverse can be. Alright, we're gonna open up one more box. Probably. Yeah, okay. I only have time to open up one more box, and then I'll save my last box. I was gonna do a video where I open a box and like try and make a deck out of the cards that I pull. So maybe that's what I do. Maybe that's what I'll do with the last box. So we'll open up this one and just kind of speed run it, and then we'll end stream. Because I do have a meeting in like at the top of the hour, and I want to make sure I don't miss it. All right, let's move these cards out of the way. And then we'll just leave them here, and then I'll just put the new pile right there, and then just stack all my rares on top. Well, oh, I had my ultras on this side. I was wondering what I was doing with the other stuff. Okay. All right, speedrun time. If we get any new cards, that'll be good, but we'll see. Do I go to Rush Duel tournaments? There are no Rush Duel tournaments like in person anywhere near me. If it's a tournament, it's probably just something online or on Discord or something like that, but not recently. I haven't been, so no. But I still follow tournaments and stuff, like online. You know, there's a few YouTube channels in Japanese that, you know, play Rush Duels. There's like Twitter profiles that post, you know, like Rush Duel like standings and stuff like that, or like to kind of shape what to kind of have a glimpse of what the meta looks like and stuff like that. All right. Okay, we got a Grace Bird. Is that what you're called? Is it just Grace Bird? It is. Okay. If you have 10 or more cards in your deck, send one light attribute Aqua type monster from your hand to the grave, and this lets you draw one, and then you can add a Grace Princess Kana from your graveyard to your hand. There we go. Let's see. Alright, it's a good thing that all of these are just reprints, so I don't have to look at them too much. We have Grace Cat. We've already talked about you. What is my favorite Rush Duel deck ever? Ever, I feel like is tough. Yeah. My favorite pet deck, like the deck that I like to play just wherever I am, is probably Love. Love is probably my favorite deck to play, just because I really like the concept. I hope we get more support. I'm really hoping that Love gets like a ritual or something. That would be very cool, but yeah, I feel like Love just needs like extra deck monsters. Because we got none. We got none. This is Jagged Claw attack. Yes, so this allows you to destroy a card on your opponent's field as long as you have Zera the Mant on your board. So, I mean, it's alright. But if I had to say what my favorite one is, it's tough. I don't want this to be a cop-out answer, but I think old Harpies was really fun. Like Harpies before the contact fusions it was just a fun deck to play. I mean, then it got like super good, and I'm like, all right, whatever, sure. Like it deserved a chance to be like really good again. It's fine, it's whatever. But like Old Harpies was also just like a really was just a really fun deck to play. Just swarm your board and just kind of like, you know, have fun with it. And oh my god, we got fish rituals, fish jewels. That doesn't sound good, and I'm probably never gonna say that again. But fish also got a ritual. We got ritual support in the form of like 2 or 3 cards. Oh god, I can't even find them on the list because I totally forgot they exist. There they are. Tide Ride Bluefin. During the main phase that you ritual summon this card, send the top 2 cards of your deck to the grave. Then, if there's a fish monster or spell, then if a fish type monster or a spell card is among the cards sent, you can destroy a spell or trap card on your opponent's field. I mean, it's super easy to ritual summon this card out. It's only level 4. It's not really gonna be too crazy, but like it has forms of spell and trap removal, so you know it has its uses. Fish can be good. Probably not right now, but it can be. All right, let's see what else we can get. This is Grace Princess. We've already seen this one. Hey, ZX is going well. Do I think Rush Duels will add in a new summoning mechanic? If you're talking about like a new one, like Maximum Monsters new, probably not. I don't expect that in any form. I think Maximums and oh, okay. Well, I already got this in an earlier opening, or like I opened a pack outside of this. But I already got this. This is it's not Thunderbolt Mjolnir, Stratohammer Mjolnir. There it is. This is another card that's only printed in Overrush Rare, which is also pretty good. Ritual support as well. It's not as good as Lichy, but it is good. If you have no monsters on your field, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Send 1 other card from your field or the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. You can increase the level of 1 face-up monster on your field by 4 till the end of the turn. So like there's some uses for this, especially when you need levels for your rituals. But yeah, I don't think it's as good as Lichy, but like it's cool that I got both of the new generic ritual Overrush rares. Very happy about that. But going back to the summoning mechanic thing. Yeah, so I don't think they're gonna add like a new mechanic, but like we're just getting into rituals right now. I don't even think we've seen the big potential of rituals yet in Rush Duels, so I'm not even thinking about what they could do next. Right? Like they could try and bring, like we were talking about toons earlier, right? Like we had a discussion about toon monsters. And I was like, maybe they could bring that back, but I also was like, well, maybe they don't like doing all of those extra typings and whatnot. They're afraid to make that a bit too complicated, and I'd have to agree. But like they could do something like that if they don't want to add like synchros or XEs just quite yet. Because like I don't know if they're gonna do it. I don't know if I want them to do it either. You know? But like we're just getting into ritual summonings. I feel like they're gonna add something crazy once we have a better foothold on the power of rituals. Because like right now, what? The best deck in the meta right now is Magician of Black Chaos. Right? Like we can do better than that. We can make a better deck than that. I mean, we haven't seen this card, but this is Zera Ritual. This allows you to summon or ritual summon Zera the Manse by using cards on both your field and in your hand whose total levels equal 8 or more as material. We got it as an ultra rare. Nice. We don't even have a copy of Zera the Manse or Zera the Evil Fiend, so can't even ritual summon yet. But maybe at one point we will. Who knows? And then we have a secret rare of Zera Advent. Okay, wait, that's kind of cool. I like that. We got the secret rare, and then we got the normal rare. I like that. Do you think rituals will ever be in English? I've talked about it. I'm on the copium until the end of this year. I honestly believe that if Rush doesn't get announced this year during Worlds, it's never happening. Right? This is the last year I think that they can withhold, or like that they can withhold printing Rush at TCG regions without being comically impossible to catch up with the OCG. Or at least be like at that same level as like or at like the same pace that, you know, the advanced format TCG is with the OCG. Right? Like there's no way there's no way that that isn't like the, what am I trying to say? Yeah, like if they don't do it this year, then too much has happened in Rush where there's not enough ways to combine product together for you to be able to dare catch up to what the OCG is like right now. There we go. Ooh. We have a copy of Fusion. Finally, I can Fusion something. Shoulder phone Nyan Nyan. I'm not going to read your effect. I'm sorry. And then we have the Fusion Curse of Dragon. The Curse of Dragon lets you Fusion summon. That's what I should say. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you. There you go. I was like, please focus. Wow, I got a Flute Tomahawk alternate rare? Or alternate art? Alright. Okay, thank you for sending the email, Adrian. Thank you. A lot of people in Japan hope they don't bring it to the West because in the West, they're obsessed with Master Duel. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's tough, right? I think it's just a tough situation to be in because it's like, yeah, you're 5 years behind now. Like, you know, in theory, you could combine card sets to make them, you know, to make them catch up. But like at the same time, then you're skipping through a lot of like kind of what built up Rush duels, which I mean, part of it is fine. I don't want to have to deal with like, you know, months of just Dragius, and like, you know, Spellcaster Dragius type stuff like that. I feel like would be insufferable. But at the same time, like, Rush Duels as it is right now is super fun. You know, there's a lot of good deck variety. It's just a really cool game to play. Holy crap, this entire last pack is a bunch of new cards that we haven't seen yet. This is the Fish Fusion, or Fish Ritual spell? What's happening? How did we get a bunch of new cards in that last pack? What's going on? Oh my goodness. Okay, I mean, sure. Alright, but okay, well, we can chat for a little bit, I guess. But hello JD on both of my chats. Thank you. Just in time. We're I guess cooling things down. Are we winning? We are winning. I got the card that I wanted. I got Lichy the Hopeful. I was really happy. I was really hoping that I got a copy. Like, if Ruxin got a copy, I see all these people online getting copies. I was like, I need at least one. But yeah, so as much as I want Rush Duels in the West, I also understand that like not everyone is keen on it. I'm surprised to hear that people in Japan don't want Rush in the West. I would love to hear more on the reasoning. Because, like, just because they like Master Duel more isn't the greatest reasoning, in my opinion. But, yeah, I would love to see, like, I'd love to, like, chat with them and see why that would be the case. I feel like Rush is, you know, it's just fun. And I want to spread that fun, you know? Like, you've seen all those people nowadays talk about how Rush Duels, or not Rush Duel, how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like dying and stuff like that, right? MBT made a video, Ruxin made a video, Farfa made a video. Like, everyone's been making videos nowadays, and I was like, do I make a video? No, I don't want to make a video about it. I'm okay. Well, we'll not have to talk about that too much. But like, a lot of people in those comments are like, print rush duels. Rush duels is the answer. Rush duels is everything that will save Yu-Gi-Oh and everything. And I'm like, rush duels is fun, but rush duels is not the answer to everything, right? Like, rush duels is a different game. You can play it, you can get other people to play it. It's a lot easier to pick up compared to, you know, advanced format, to normal Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that. But like, the game is different enough where if you like rush duels, you might not like the advanced format, right? Being able to normal summon as much as you want, you know, having, you know, not having to worry about banishment, not having one card searchers, or, you know, not having to deal with, you know, high combo decks that you can't break and stuff like that, right? Like, you don't have to deal with that, or you don't have that experience in rush duels, and that might be the reason why people like the game more than playing advanced format. Like, don't get me wrong, there'll be people who decide to make that transition, right? There'll be people who are like, okay, I like rush, but I want something a bit more, and then they can play advanced format, and they'll have a better understanding of how to play the game. They'll understand how normal summoning works, how tribute summoning works, you know, how special summoning need conditions and stuff like that, or like, you know, fusion monsters, etc., etc. But like, rush duels is its own thing and should not be praised as like the savior of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Like, if you want to play rush, you should be able to play rush without having that, like, you know, without having it be like just like a baby game or something like that, right? Like, rush has definitely easier elements compared to regular Yu-Gi-Oh, don't get me wrong, but like, it has its own forms of strategy as well, right? Like, being able to bounce cards back to your opponent's hand means that they cannot draw as many cards as they would have beforehand, right? And that will stunt their ability to make combos or do other plays, right? Like, you know, there's a reason why there's a good argument between whether or not you want to play Harpy's Feather Duster or you want to play Giant Trunade, right? Like, there's a real reason why you would prefer one over the other. It depends on like the types of deck that you're playing, right? But like, you know, stuff like that is not seen in regular Yu-Gi-Oh, right? You'd rather just destroy all their spell cards, or you'd rather like turn them all off with like, you know, with whatever, right? And like, you know, it's just a different game that should be able to just, like you said, right, coexist, right? It should not be used as a stepping stone. It should be acknowledged as its own game. But if people want to play into the advanced format, they can. But it shouldn't be like, oh, you want to play advanced? Play rush duels. That's not the answer. Playing rush duels might get people to play rush duels and then only play rush duels, in which case you're not helping your problem, right? You're not solving the initial, or like the original problem of not enough people are playing the advanced format, right? Just because they play rush duels, they might just like rush duels. Is that so hard to believe? Is that not crazy that people could just enjoy rush and not have to go into the advanced format, right? Like, I don't know. But anyway, well, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, people hate rush here. There's a distinct, loud majority of people that just hate the concept of rush duels, right? And like, obviously they're not going to be the ones buying it. And like, there are plenty of people who also love rush duels and wish that it gets printed here so that they can buy it and they can play it, which is great. I don't know how many people are actually going to play it. Neither does Konami. Why would Konami try and print rush duels here when they know that there's already high animosity, right? Like, people with big audiences already complained about rush duel, right? Like, there are people who I won't name because, you know, I feel like that'd be weird, that don't like rush duels and have explicitly stated how they hate rush duels. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. Not everyone has to love it. It's not, you know, it's not going to be perfect for everyone. I don't care. But like, you know, that's already going to be like thousands of people that are going to have that same mentality, right? And so like, I feel like it's a bit different from speed duels where, you know, people were all right with it. You know, it's still the same game. It's still the same cards. You can use speed duel cards in regular advanced format and whatever, right? Like, you're not losing anything from it, and it's fine. It's like the same thing, just with skills and everything. But like, that's not how Rush is. Rush is completely different, card text wise, format wise, you know, like it should be considered its own different game, but like it shouldn't be regarded as the savior to all of Yu-Gi-Oh's problems either. Because honestly, it could just make things worse if you try and split the audience, right? Like the way that Magic is, right? Magic has a bunch of different formats and people specifically play different formats, right? Like a Commander player might not play the normal ass format, right? And like, there you go. There's already going to be a split of people who are going to buy, who are not going to buy new product because they'd rather play stuff that is for their Commander stuff than for their regular things. I don't know Magic too much. Might be talking out of my ass, but like yeah, there's just too little information and not enough people to like justify them printing Rush and trying to catch up to the OCG right now, which sucks. I hate that I'm saying this, but like in all honesty, that's how it is, right? Like this is just not, it's just not feasible for Konami to think that they can just print Rush and solve all of their problems. They're making steps to fix it, right? Like they're changing their pricing, which is great. They're doing like stamped cards, which is amazing. But like they need to figure out how to fix their own printing issues more than they need to just print something completely new and expect that to quell all the people who want Yu-Gi-Oh to be quote unquote fixed, right? And so yeah, I think it's just a tough balance of like, you know, print over Rush Rare or like high rarity stuff like this for your normal boxes, right? For like advanced format, do like the border breaks and stuff like that, right? Create all of these new rarities so that collectors have something to go or have something to print or something to, you know, chase for, right? A lot of collectors, according to like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh Champ, or is it Yu-Gi-Oh Champs? Card of Champs? House of Champs? That guy has already stated how many collectors have left the Yu-Gi-Oh scene because they feel like their rare, the high rarity cards just aren't treated as rare as they are because they get like, you know, reprinted into other rarities that just look the same or, you know, stuff like that. And that makes them hard to feel like they have value. They feel like their cards have lost value because of that. Your cards aren't going to lose value if you print them like this and then print like another boring ass copy for like other people to use for actual play, right? Like that's just one of the things, right? But like Rush Duels shouldn't be the answer, is what I'm saying. Rush Duels is great and Rush Duels should be printed if they can, but it isn't going to solve the problems that are currently existing in Yu-Gi-Oh, and they should not be, you know, the only thing that gets done. Because once if Rush Duels ever comes out here, then it also becomes a thing of like, oh my god, how are you going to promote Rush Duels so that people can actually play it? Because like right now, Rush Duels is really only known by people who already play Yu-Gi-Oh, right? How are you going to get people outside of Yu-Gi-Oh to try Rush Duels? The normies, the tourists, the other people. Like, you're going to have to do so much marketing, so much promoting to get people to even take a look at Rush Duels and give it a chance, right? Because if your goal for Rush Duels is to get people to play the game that haven't touched a Yu-Gi-Oh or haven't played any other card game, then you have to find a way to get people to be interested in this game, right? Like, Rush Duels is great for people who have played Yu-Gi-Oh already, and like, you know, it's very easy to transition back and forth and whatever. But like, for new people who have never played the game before, Rush Duels might be your way in, but it might just keep them there, right? Like I said before. But like, in order to keep them there, you have to market to people to be like, this is Yu-Gi-Oh, or like, this is another way to play Yu-Gi-Oh that's, you know, super fun, it's engaging, it's not all the things that people have complained about Yu-Gi-Oh beforehand. It's just a new thing, right? And so, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right, let me read the comments. I was ranting and I just didn't read the comments. Do I play regular Yu-Gi-Oh? I used to. Now, if I play Yu-Gi-Oh, I just play on Master Duel. I mainly play what am I playing right now? Oh yeah, I've mainly just been playing Mikanko for a while. But I did get a bunch of Fiendsmith stuff so that I can put it into my Mimighoul stuff. So now I'm playing just Mimighoul Fiendsmith or Fiendsmith Mimighoul, whichever one. But that's also really fun. Mimighoul is just a fun little haha funny deck. It's not that good, but now I have the Fiendsmith stuff to put into anything else that I want to do, so it's fine. They like to buy cards for holding cards, and it kind of sends like a virus effect. So what's something in the middle of Rush and Advance? Something in the middle of Rush and Advance would be good. Like Rush Duel, but Advance format that isn't Speed Duel. Is basically what we're hoping for, right? Something that has the same pop and vibrancy of Rush Duels, but isn't Rush Duels, but is played in the Advance format that isn't Speed Duels. That's what you're looking for. And it doesn't have skills. Get rid of skills. No skills. Stop making skills a thing. Jesus. I hate that yellow button. It's the worst thing. It is very hard to get right. I don't know what the answer would be. Ruxin did make a video today about his new format that he made up that he thinks would solve all of Yu-Gi-Oh's problems. It's like a retro format that uses old cards, that you reprint a bunch of old cards in higher rarities and stuff like that. That's like not Edison but Edison, or not Goat but Goat. And stuff like that. Like that was his thing. It was basically like, do that and you'll get more people to play. I don't know, maybe that could work. Unironically, I wish you could put rush cards in your advanced format deck. Lol, not vice versa. Yeah, I mean the only issue with that is that rush cards are not strong, right? Like the power level of rush duel cards just don't match up to the advanced format, which is why I always like I'll scoff at people who are like, God, I wish they didn't waste all of these cards in rush duels. I wish that they would print them for the normal game, right? Especially when it comes to like Harpy Lady stuff or like Red Eye stuff. They're like, oh, I wish this was in the normal game. And I'm like, and then what? What do you think Harpy Contact Fusion is going to do for you that isn't going to get destroyed immediately by, you know, freaking any monster that any normal or like any link summon monster that comes out, right? Like, oh, you want this nice spell? It gets ashed, and then what? Right? Like, oh, you want this rush monster? Like, cool, but like it's not gonna do much for you if it gets destroyed, and like its stats aren't as good, and I don't know, it's just so weird that people are like that. Like, I get that you want more support for your pet decks, I get it, but like, it's not going to be the rush duel cards. It's going to have to be something else. To expand on it, why not? There's a similar problem for Pokemon cards. I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, Pokemon, I feel like, has a different issue of like, there's too many people buying and scalping cards. That's not really an issue in Yu-Gi-Oh, surprisingly. One more day without Diskarma? True. When are they going to print Diskarma? Can they do it in the Outerverse set? I don't know. In Japan, they're trying to move away from it. Stuff like Speed is all their attempts to rebrand the cards, and now the anime is going through a buyout, right? Interesting. If I'm understanding this correct, that is interesting. Huh. That is not something that I thought of, for sure. But yeah, I'll have to see. I'll have to see. All right. I think with that, I'm going to end things off. So, I'll get all these sorted out. And yes, I will. I'm gonna sleeve all these, and I got one more to do later, or one more box to open later, but that'll be for a different time. Anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. This has been Protagonist signing out for today. One last question. What if Salmon Great was in Rush Duel? That'd be so broken. That'd be so broken. Are you kidding me? Full power Salmon Great? What do you think? What do you think is gonna possibly happen here? Anyway, alright. Alright, I'm heading out. Peace.
砕け散る限界を越えて覚醒する世界は俺を照らす忘れられない冷たい記憶に火を灯し走り続けた暗闇の先に何があろうとも従うさため